ये बहुत बड़ी बात कह दी है सर आपने कि लोकशाही है वो वैसे ही रहेगी, डेमोक्रेसी है वो वैसे ही रहेगी, बैलेंस भी बना रहेगा, बट वो बैलेंस बनाने की जिम्मेदारी जितनी सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी की होती है उतनी ही वो ऑपोजिशन की भी होती है। तो जितना हमें सत्तारूढ़ पक्ष मजबूत चाहिए उतना ही मजबूत चाहिए अपोजिशन, अगर डेमोक्रेसी हमें जैसे है जिस स्पिरिट में चाहिए वो अगर इस देश में रखनी है तो। सर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इस पूरे बातचीत के लिए।
थैंक यू।
या विशेष चर्चेमध्ये आता वेळ झाली आहे इथेच थांबण्याची.
All right, so that is Editor-in-Chief Sanjay Pugalia. In fact, his analysis over what happened in Maharashtra. Of course, Maharashtra is a big state, will be spoken about for many hours. But don't forget, there is another state in the reckoning today, and it was Jharkhand, where at this moment 50 leads coming in for the India alliance led by Hemant Soren and the BJP. I mean, this is also in a way quite an aberration, because in Jharkhand we have seen more or less after every 5 years the government changing, Hemant Soren has been able to in fact bring his alliance back into power. That's a big deal there as well when it comes to the election results.
Absolutely,
this
but
morning.
going back to Maharashtra, because that's where a lot of interest is. Neerja Chaudhary, let me just take you through some numbers of the 53 seats which saw a direct fight between Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde led Shiv Sena, and of course Shiv Sena led by UBT. The UBT faction is leading on 14 seats and Shinde faction is leading on 38. And when you talk about NCP Sharad Pawar versus NCP Ajit Pawar factions, 41 direct contest in which 31 is where Ajit Pawar is leading on and 8 is where Sharad Pawar is leading on. So clearly that's a reversal of what we saw in Lok Sabha. This is so much about legacy and pursuit of legacy. Tell us what are the larger implications for Uddhav Thackeray and of course Sharad Pawar?
I think for both it's a huge challenge. As I say, you can never rule out anybody in politics, never write their obituary. They have a tendency to bounce back. But it is a very difficult situation because Uddhav Thackeray's party having almost 1/3 of what Shinde has. Not only is it an endorsement of Shinde as a leader of the Shiv Sena, and he would say as a legatee of Balasaheb Thackeray's politics. Even though Uddhav Thackeray during the campaign had said, why is he using my father's photograph? Why doesn't he use his photograph? But that's not the way, legacies are determined. So one, of course, is, he has fought back. He's projected himself as a Maratha leader, new Maratha star, and also become a champion of social welfareism. He's thanked my Ladki Behnas for the trust they've reposed in him. So he has carved out a new profile for himself as a leader of the future. Right. Now, and he's accessible, he's helpful, he's doled out money, he's very generous with giving money, I'm told. So smaller number with Uddhav Thackeray, Eknath Shinde with not only numbers, ground support, people support, as well as power.
Neerja, does this mean that these smaller numbers can even shift?
That's the point I'm making. It'll be more attractive for the smaller numbers to split and break and go there rather than for those in power to move to no power.
In days to come, we may see further consolidation.
Erosion in their ranks, and this may also happen to the NCP.
Yeah.
Right. As long as Sharad Pawar is alive, there are people there who are very loyal to him. And I would also say, Sharad Pawar had said to me during the Lok Sabha campaign that regional parties like his would very soon merge with the Congress, associate more closely with the Congress. Now, is that something that may be on the table for him?
It's a very famous interview of Neerja Chaudhary.
It's a very interesting thing.
Maybe that's the only way for him to survive.
For the NCP to survive.
Practical solution to...
and because Ajit Pawar now has established himself, he is at least in the state politics, he has taken the mantle away from Sharad Pawar, whether after the results of the Lok Sabha, at least in Delhi politics, they have an upper hand, but in the state politics, it's Ajit Pawar who established himself.
And he could also divide the party.
Absolutely. So possibly the only safeguard is to try and align with the Congress party and see a way forward.
Malika, the BJP-led Mahayuti is all set to retain its power and are all set to form their government after the assembly elections are out. They have secured 217 seats out of 288 and the celebrations have already begun. Right now, I'm standing at Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar's place, and there are many people and many leaders who have started visiting Ajit Pawar's place and congratulating him. Not only Ajit Pawar's place, but also Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis's residence is also next to Ajit Pawar's bungalow. Also, the BJP leaders, the BJP MLAs who are likely to win their seats have started visiting Devendra Fadnavis's house, and also Maharashtra's Chief Minister Mr. Eknath Shinde is about to reach his Varsha residence, and over there he will be meeting the candidates who are likely to win the seats. If we see into Mumbai, Malika, the seats are mostly secured by BJP. The strategy that was used by Mahayuti is that they did not change their candidates. This was the same mistake that they did in the Lok Sabha elections. In Lok Sabha elections, many seats were changed by the Mahayuti and they had faced the loss. But in the assembly elections, they played this well strategy that they did not change the faces and they kept the same faces for the MLAs, the current MLAs, and yes, now they are receiving success on this. Maha Vikas Aghadi, who were hoping to win this assembly elections after the Lok Sabha elections, are falling behind, are lacking behind. The sources of NDTV are saying that Mahayuti is likely to form its government and will have a meeting on 25th, and on the 26th they will go at Raj Bhavan to form their government. So once again, Mahayuti will come into governance, it is likely said, because 217 seats out of 288